for League Meet 2? All right. All right. So let's get this rolling, right? I mean, nothing different from what we did during Lead Meet 1. So we're going to get started with the drivers meeting over here. After the drivers meeting is done, we're going to get started with the matches. Same amount of matches. Each team gets to play 5 matches. And hopefully we'll be done by about 4:30 or so. We are running about 30 minutes behind, but we still hope that we'll be able to get done by 4:30. Right? Few logistic things, right? One, if you notice, please do not come. No field members, team members, or anyone should come anywhere on this side of the field where we have all the cameras, the wires, everything running. So please do not come on this side. Always walk on the field towards the audience side. There is a space out there for the teams to walk between the tables. So please use that. And for the audience, please do not cross those lines. Right. The other thing, yeah, a big thank you to all the volunteers. So you guys went through the inspection. So thanks to our inspectors led by Katie and Bo. Right. Thank you, guys. We we have all our referees out here. A big thanks to them. We have our 2 FTAs, Chris and Zen. And if you guys run into any problem, please do shout out and they'll be out there to help you out. And the crew at the back end, the scorekeeping crew, right? So all of them behind the computers. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it is because of these awesome volunteers that we are actually able to hold this event. Thank you, guys. All right. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Robin, who's going to walk you guys through the drivers meeting.
All right. Welcome, everyone. We're really glad that you're here today and excited to see your robots. I want to start by talking about gracious professionalism, just like we start every driver's meeting. Gracious professionalism is one of the major themes here at First. And from my perspective as a referee, watching your robots play the game, gracious professionalism means that your robot gets to play its best game and the other robots get to play their best game. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that today. We want to remind you about a few rules that were kind of tricky for us at the last league meet. First of all, no cell phones when you come up here and are part of your fabulous drive team. If you want someone to take a video of your fabulous robot performance, please ask one of your team members in the audience to do that. Okay? Also, please make sure that you have your safety glasses securely protecting your eyes. I noticed that the cool hip thing this year is for our glasses to look like this. But when they're like this, it's not protecting your eyes. So make sure that when you come to the field, you have successfully protected your eyes from any potential mishaps. All right. Next, quite a few teams got warnings for starting early last time, so make sure that you're waiting for that beautiful horn sound to come out of the computer before you start your autonomous program. Next, the human player is also a very tricky role this year. One rule that I noticed when I was studying the game manual extra closely this week is that you're not supposed to touch these cones right here in your storage area until the match officially begins. So if you're a human player, you can't touch any of these cones until autonomous starts. Then you can pick it up and get ready for driver control. But make sure that you are leaving those cones untouched because we are supposed to give you minor penalties for that. So that would be a sad thing to get a minor penalty for. So keep that rule in mind. Yes, you can put the fabulous cones into the substation during the driver control period. Make sure that the robot is not in the substation at all when you put your cone in. And robots, make sure that the human player is completely out of the field before you drive in to grab the cone. On the forum, a lot of people were asking what to do if their robot gets stuck in the substation. Um, of course, you should ask an FTA for help. And another suggested solution was to have your alliance partner robot come and push you out of the substation if needed. So that way, the substation is clear of all robots and your human player can continue putting cones into the substation safely. All right, next. The signal. This beautiful signal that we randomize at the start of the match. It's not something that's supposed to be scored on the junction, so please don't score it. You can push it to the side of the field to get it out of your way. You cannot grasp it. Okay. You're supposed to get a minor penalty if you grasp the signal, and also a minor penalty for every 5 seconds while your robot is grasping the signal. So please make sure you're just pushing it, not grabbing onto it. All right. Okay. Next. Another thing that was mentioned on the forum is to please make sure that you are clearly out of your substation before you start scoring on any of the junctions. Okay. Also, I just want to remind you that the places where you can park and get points are different in autonomous and in driver control. So during the autonomous period, you can get points for parking in your terminal on your side of the field, in your substation, or in the signal zone that's indicated by the randomization. At the end of the game, at the end of endgame, you can only get points for parking in the terminal. So that's this corner if you're the Red Alliance on this side of the field, and also your terminal on the opposite side of the field. So the parking places are different. Please keep that in mind. So you park in the place that gets you the right points at the appropriate time. Okay, next. Nagesh was telling me today that at the World Tournament, which we're all hoping that we'll get to, they have 5 minutes that they use to play the match, to set up, play the match, and end the match. So we're going to try as hard as we can to get close to that timeline. That means that we are planning to start on field 1, and while field 1 match is playing, we are going to get field 2 set up. So you want to be at your queuing table early before your match starts. In fact, you should try to get there while the other match is playing so that you can set up and be ready to go as soon as possible. I'm not sure if we're going to have any back-to-back matches today, but if you are scheduled for back-to-back matches, you have the option to take a 5-minute break. If you don't need the 5-minute break, great. Just wheel your robot over to the next field and let's play. But if you do want your 5-minute break, please make sure that you tell Jonathan so that he can start the timer and give you that break time. Okay, that's all that I have to say. What questions do you have before we start? Nothing. Okay, I bet Nagesh has a few final announcements.
All right, so we are going to get started. So the match schedule has been printed out and it is actually on your tables. So when you go back there, you will see the match schedule. The first qualification match has 86-10 and 13-727 on the red, and 18, 108, and 750 on the blue. So those teams, please do go in and get back onto the field number 1. And at the same time, let's queue out qualification match number 2 on field 2. So just like before, we have 2 fields, and we're going to be ping-ponging between the 2. Thanks, folks. And and one more round of applause to the volunteers and also the team check-in volunteers. Thank you. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Monica and the MCs who will take it over from here. Mute to unmute, and you're good.
for our qualification 1 out of 15. On our Red Alliance, we have Team 8610 Tobertech and Team 13727 Juntos Unidos. On our Blue Alliance, we have 108 High Voltage and Team 750 Gears of Motion.
No. Okay, I just have to mark it, so thank you.
Looks like we are ready for randomization. And we have qualification. We have randomization number 4. Looks like we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. It looks like Team 18108 starts off with their auto, dropping their cone into the medium junction, while Team 8610 also drops their cone onto the low junction. They also score into the high, as well as Team 18108 attempting to drop another cone, as well as 8610.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
The robots are moving as Team 13727 is trying to reach for a cone with their interesting claw, as well as Team 750 gears in motion trying to score their first cone onto the medium junction. Team 8610 scores their cone into the high junction, as well as 18108 scoring their cone. It looks like they might be scoring into the high junction. It looks like Team 18108's slides might have some issues, as well as Team 750 pushing their cone into their terminal. Team 8610 reaches for another cone to drop onto the low junction, as well as Team 750 continuously pushing cones into the Blue Alliance terminal. Team 13727 drops another cone onto the medium junction, as well as Team 8610 dropping another cone onto the far medium junction. Looks like the Blue Alliance terminal that's close to them is stacking up with cones, as it's almost endgame. And that's the start of endgame. It looks like Team 8610 is trying to go for their circuit, capping their beacon on top of a high junction. And it looks like Team 13727 is also going for a beacon, and they're gonna go for their beacon in another high junction. Team 18108 parks in their terminal.
Alrighty, announcing teams for qualification round 2. In Red 1 Alliance, we have 11556 Valley Catholic Robotics from Sisters of St. Mary. And in Red 2, we have 12808 RevAmped Robotics from the Portland community. In Blue 1, we have 19439 Disconnect from Beaverton High School. And in Blue 2 Alliance, we have 3965 Twisted Metal from Tigard High School. It looks like we are ready for randomization. All right, and it looks like it's in zone 3. All right, autonomous in 3. Oh, wait, no, not yet. Right. Okay. All right, autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, looks like we have 12808 going for a high pull, in which they miss, unfortunately. Looks like they're having a little bit of malfunctioning with attempting to grab their cones.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, right off the bat, looks like we have 3965 attempting to make their way over, and it looks like we have 12808 scoring a cone in their parking terminal, while we have team 11556 going for a low pull. It looks like we have team 19439 going for a high pull, in which they succeed. Very nice job. We have 12808 going for a high pull, and they succeed. Looks like 11556 is attempted to go for a low pull but missed, and 19439 is continuing scoring on those high pulls. It looks like 12808 has scored in the middle ground junction, while 11556 is going for a low pull. They unfortunately miss. While 12808 and 19439 have just scored on the high pull. It looks like there's a piece of cardboard on the floor, which is making it a little bit difficult for Team 3965 to maneuver their way around to their cones. 19439 continues scoring on the high pole, and it looks like we have a robot down. 11556 has actually tipped over, which is rather unfortunate for the team. And it looks like we have 12808 continuing strong on the middle poles. 19439 is also continuing on the same high pole, appears to be a favorite of the team, making about, I think, 6 cones on that. And 19439 has actually claimed a red pole as we go into endgame. 12808 quickly reclaims that middle pole, providing some competition, as 12808 goes for what looks to be the same middle pole. 19439 drops a cone and is rushing to get another one back on to the low pole, but they miss as 12808 teams climbs to recap the blue pole, in which they succeed. Good job to all teams.
Looks like we have the scores for qualification 1. And Red Alliance wins! Oh. With a high score of 114 points. Congratulations, Red Alliance!
Yes. Hit it once, and it doesn't turn green or anything like that.
Okay, here's the randomization for qualification match number 3.
Thank you very much.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, team 18119, mostly operational, almost scores on the high junction.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
We have now entered teleop. All robots are on the move. Team 18119 was able to score on the low junction. And they score again on the high junction. And once again, they score on the high junction. Team 12,000 scores on the ground junction. We have now entered endgame. And mostly operational scores again on the high junction. They score their beacon on the low junction as well. And that is the end of qualification match number 3. Congratulations.
Already announcing teams for qualification match number 4. In the Red 1 Alliance, we have 18108 High Voltage from the Portland community. In the Red Alliance 2, we have 8610 Tober Tech from Lake Oswego. In the Blue 1 Alliance, we have 19439 Disconnect from ACMA in Beaverton. And in Blue 2, we have 12808 Revamped Robotics from the Portland community. Oh, and it looks like we have the scores for qualification match 2. And it looks like the Red Alliance wins with a score of 100. Very nice job to all teams. Of course. I do it right when the match ends. The other match ends. What is it? All right, it looks like we are ready to randomize. And it looks like it is in zone 3. Alrighty. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, starting off strong. Looks like we have movement from teams 8610, 12808, and 1808. And it looks like we have 8610 securing a cone on the low pole and team 18108 securing a cone on the medium pole. It looks like once again we have some autonomous malfunctioning from team 112808, but appreciate the valiant effort. And while we have 18108 getting a little tipsy there while trying to secure a medium pole, which they do.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, right off the bat, we have movements from all robots except for 8610. And we have right off the bat 19439 securing a cone on the high pole, while we have 12808 securing a pole on the middle ground junction. We have 18108 getting a cone on the what looks to be the medium pole, while we have 112,808 going for another medium pole. It looks like 19439 has secured a cone in their parking terminal. And we finally have some movement from 8610. Very nice. It looks like they are going for a high pole, in which they do not succeed, unfortunately. Well, we have 12808 going for a high pole, and as 19439 scores a low pole, 18108 has just secured a low pole, while it looks like 8610 is struggling a little bit as they have a cone stuck inside of their robot. 19439 goes for a medium pole, reclaiming that from the Red Alliance, and we have 12808 what looks to be going for a circuit, which they currently have completed unless someone else will reclaim it. 19439 is going for another low pole, giving themselves a good defense against the Red Alliance, as 112,808 goes for another high pole. It looks like 8610 has their beacon in play, capping it, attempting to cap it on the high pole. They succeed. Very nice. Looks like there's some cones awry on the field for the Blue Alliance, making it a little bit difficult to maneuver, but they push through, going for the medium pole, in which they succeed, capping their beacon. Looks like we have Red Alliance trying to stop the circuit on the Blue Alliance, capping the low pole from 8610. And it looks like 12801. Very nice job to all teams.
Looks like we have the scores ready for qualification 3. And Red Alliance wins with a score of 92 points. Congratulations! For qualification 5, on our Red Alliance, we have Team 13727, Juntos Unidos, and Team 3058, Live Wire. Our Blue Alliance, we have Team 3965, Twisted Metal, and 12000, Professional Bodgers.
Thing is that I think while it's hard, things that any changes they make on the tablet.
All right, the hands up time. I don't know. Okay, here I will be like. Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Looks like we are ready for randomization. And we have zone 3. Looks like we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Team 12000 starts off with a strong start, parking. And Team 12,000 also looks like they have a very interesting signal, which I like.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Looks like all robots are moving as Team Juntos Unidos goes for their first cone with a very unique claw. I think that's the only claw like that, or that looks like that in our competition. And Team 12,000 tries to go for their first cone. Team Twisted Metal scores their first cone onto the ground junction, while Team Juntos Unidos balances a cone on top, which has never been done before in this competition. So Team 3985 is going for a cone in the middle ground junction, it looks like. Well, it looks like Team 12,000 is going for their cone onto the low pole. It looks like Team 3058 might have a little bit of connection issues with their robot. as team 3985 goes for a second cone. 12,000. Team 12,000 looks like they're gonna go for another cone as well, which they have a very interesting intake. That's the start of endgame. I see that team 12,000 is pushing their cone into their terminal. While looks like for the Red Alliance, both robots aren't moving because it looks like the pole might have hit their power button switch. And that's the end of the game.
Alrighty, it looks like we have the scores from round 4. Although the display is currently not up. And it looks like the Red Alliance wins with a score of 123. Good job to all teams. All right, moving right along to qualification round 6. In Red Alliance 1, we have 750 Gears of Motion from Tigard High School. In Red Alliance 2, we have 1A119, mostly operational, from Lake Oswego High School. In the Blue Alliance 1, we have 4097, the Pack Bots from Tigard High School. And in Blue Alliance 2, we have 11556, Valley Catholic Robotics. Already, we are ready for randomization, and it looks like it is in zone 3. Alrighty, autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Starting off strong, we have 18119 going for what looks to be a high pole. It also appears that we have team 4097 moving, but unfortunately 18119 misses. It looks like 18119 is a little bit stuck on the medium pole.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, starting off strong, we have 4097 in motion going for a pole, while we have 11556 going for what looks to be a high pole. They unfortunately dropped their cone. 18119 secures a high pole for the Red Alliance, while Team 750 is pushing a cone what looks to be towards a ground junction. We have Team 11556 going for a high pole redemption, which they do actually get it. Very nice job. And it looks like we have 4097 accidentally pushing a cone into their wrong parking terminal, while we have 11556 going strong with that high pole. We currently have 750 still attempting to push their cone onto a ground junction, while we have 18119 going strong and making their way over to another low pole. Very nice. It looks like we have 11556 picking up a cone and going over to their continued favorite high pole. And it looks like both teams have at least one cone in their parking terminals. 18119 goes for a high pole. They succeed. Very nice. Very nice. Looks like there's a little bit of a mix up here as we're pushing some blue cones around as 4097 attempts to push it over towards a ground junction. And 11556 continues strong with their high pole as they enter endgame. It looks like 750 is aiming for a medium pole and they succeed. It looks like 4097 has parked into their parking terminal, while 11556 appears to be reclaiming a low pole from the Red Alliance. 18119 uses the Red Alliance's beacon, capping that blue Alliance high pole that they have been using in play the entire time. Looks like 750 is struggling a little bit with their beacon as the end of the game. Good job to all teams.
Looks like we have the scores from Qualification 5. And Blue Alliance wins with a score of 25 points. It's still red. Good luck. All right, we're ready to randomize. Looks like we are ready for randomization. And it's zone 3. Looks like we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Team 8610 drops their first cone onto the low pole, while 12808 misses their first pole. Team 8610 looks like they're going for more of those cones and makes a high junction. 8610 makes a second high junction, and it looks like they're ready to park.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All robots are on the move as team 3965 scores their first cone onto the ground junction, while it looks like team 8610 also scores a cone, while team 12808 misses their cone on the high junction. Team 8610 scores another cone onto the medium pole, as well as the low pole. Team 12808 scores a pole towards a cone on the high pole, while it looks like Team 8610 goes for another cone onto the far medium pole. Team 3965 pushes another cone onto their own terminal, as well as it looks like Team 3058 might have a disconnected robot. It looks like Team 1288 goes for another cone. They missed their beacon. That's the start of endgame, as all robots are trying to make their final couple of cones, while Tobertech puts their cone onto a high junction and is going for another cone. There is 10 more seconds left, and it looks like they might just park while Tobertech scores for another cone.
All right, looks like we have the scores for round 6. And it looks like Red Alliance wins with a score of 89. Good job to all teams. And moving right on to round 8, in the Red Alliance one, we have 18119, mostly operational, from Lake Oswego High School. In the Red Alliance 2, we have 11556, Valley Catholic Robotics from Valley Catholic High School. In Blue Alliance 1, we have 18108, High Voltage from the Portland Community. And in Blue Alliance 2, we have 13727, Juntos Unidos from Hillsborough High School. All right, we are ready for randomization. It looks like it's in zone 2. Alrighty. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, looks like we have motion on robot of 18119 going for a high pull, while team 18108 goes for a medium pull. And it looks like 11556 has parked in their parking terminal while also placing a cone. It looks like 18108 is going for another cone, but unfortunately drops it.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Already looks like right off the bat we have motion in all robots, starting with team 18108 making their way over, grabbing a cone and going for a high pull. Looks like team 13727 is going for a ground junction, in which they succeed. And it looks like team 11556 is going for a low pull. Looks like team 18108 is trying to grab a cone, while team 18119 is going strong for the Red Alliance, securing a cone on many of the polls. Looks like team 18108 secures a high pole, grabbing that from the Red Alliance, while team 13727 is putting a cone in their parking terminal. Looks like 18108 is having a little bit of a feud with the high pole, while 11556 is going for a medium pole, in which they succeed. 18119 is maneuvering their way around to going for a medium pole, but they changed their mind, recapturing a high pole from the Blue Alliance. It looks like 13727 is pushing cones around, trying to get another one into their parking terminal, in which they succeed. And it looks like 11556 is attempting to reclaim a high pole from the Blue Alliance, while right next to them, 18108 gets another blue cone on the medium pole. 18119 is securing that high pole from the Blue Alliance as we enter endgame. 18108 is capturing another high pole from the Red Alliance. Quite the battle here. As the Blue Alliance puts their beacon into play. 18119 is securing that high pole from Blue Alliance again. I guess we will see who truly captures it. As 18108 reclaims it. Oh, but they missed their beacon as the game is over.
Looks like we have the scores for qualification 7. And Blue Alliance wins with a score of 201 points. Congratulations, Blue Alliance.
We didn't. I think there was the option not commit also maybe. I think when we edited, save and commit it. Something like that. Yeah.
For our qualification 9, on our Red Alliance, we have Team 12,000 Professional Botchers and Team 19439 Disconnect. On our Blue Alliance, we have Team 750 Gears in Motion and Team 4097 the Packbots. Looks like we're ready to randomize. And we have Zone 1. Looks like we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Team 4097 goes to drop off their preloaded cone, or it looks like they're just going for the park, while Team 12,000 also looks like they moved forward a little bit and might be going for the park.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All robots are moving as Team 19439 moves off to a very fast start and drops their preloaded cone onto the top, the high pole. Team 750 Gears in Motion drops their cone into the low goal, while Team 19439 drops another cone onto the medium goal. Team 19439 tries to get their cone onto the medium pole, and then it works. While Team 750 Gears in Motion looks like they're trying to score their own cone into the high pole. Team 4097 puts one of their cones into their far terminal. Maybe they're going for a circuit. And Team 12,000 looks like they also have a cone ready to drop onto the low pole and just nearly make it, but just missed by a little bit. Team 4097 looks like they've just been pushing cones into their terminal. While it looks like the Blue Alliance might be going for a circuit, actually, but just nearly missed the cone. That's the start of Endgame. While it looks like Team 19439 makes another cone into the high pole. Team 12,000 looks like they might be going for another cone for their beacon. There's 4 more seconds.
Alrighty, looks like we have the scores for qualification round 8. And it looks like Red Alliance wins with a total of 93. Good job to all teams. Wait, it's you just did Q9? All right, and moving right on to qualification round 10. In Red Alliance 1, we have 12808 Revamped from the Portland community. And in Red Alliance 2, we have 3965 Twisted Metal from Tigard High School. In Blue Alliance, we have 18119, mostly operational, from Lake Oswego High School. And in the other Blue Alliance, we have 18108, high voltage, from the Portland community.
Didn't think you guys were having any trouble, but Wi-Fi's gotten a lot better with new phones and stuff like that, so.
Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulty from the Red Alliance team 3965. So we'll just wait on that.
Yeah, it totally will be.
Looks like there continues to be some slight technical difficulties from 3965 Twisted Metal, perhaps with the connection. Hopefully, will be fixed very soon.
No, we're right. Sugar.
All right, while we are waiting on the technical difficulty to be resolved, we're going to go ahead and announce the results from qualification round 9. And it looks like the Red Alliance wins with a score of 102. Good job to all teams. All right. Looks like we were having a little bit of connection issues for 3965, but our volunteers are on it. Can we get a round of applause for our volunteers helping our team out? Yeah. Yeah. And it looks like the connection problem is solved, which is not really surprising because we have the best volunteers on the job. Alrighty, after much anticipation, it looks like we are ready to randomize. And it looks like it is zone 3. All right. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. Looks like we have movement in the Blue Alliance and the Red Alliance. Starting off strong with 12808, going for the high pole and missing. Oh, and it looks like we have a little bit of feud between the Blue Alliance and that high pole. Unfortunately, because of that, both teams do miss. Looks like we have 18108 going strong for a cone that is going to be aimed at the medium pole. Unfortunately, they do miss. Looks like 12808 is unfortunately again having a feud with that high pole.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, after much battle, 12808 is still on the move as all robots advance. Looks like 3965 is still having a little bit of mobility issues as 18119 goes for a high pole, successfully scoring. 12808 goes for the medium ground junction, kind of pushing around 18108, who is attempting to score a high pole, but changes their mind and goes for a medium pole instead. Looks like 12808 is still trying to get that right angle right on the ground junction, and they succeed as 18119 goes for a very springy high pole. Looks like 12808 is going for another high pole as 18108 goes for what appears to be a low pole, and they succeed. It looks like 18119 is having a little bit of issue with a rolling cone in their parking terminal, but luckily it stops inside of their terminal. It looks like 12808 is attempting to reclaim a high pole from the Blue Alliance, and they succeed. As 18119 unfortunately knocks their cone stack over. That'll be a little bit difficult for them. 18108 attempts to reclaim that high pole back from the Red Alliance, and they succeed as 12808 gets a low pole for the Red Alliance. It looks like 3965 is still having, unfortunately, mobility issues. As we enter the end game, 18108 has a cone that teeter-totters on the edge of a medium pole but scores, and the Blue Alliance's beacon is now into play, even though they only picked up their beacon. It looks like we have a little bit of rough and toughen between the alliances as 18108 attempts to cap their beacon on a red pole, but unfortunately they miss. Looks like we have 12808 going for a medium pole, claiming it from the Red Alliance or Blue Alliance, and we have a blue cone thrown out of the field as the game ends.
For qualification 11 on a Red Alliance, we have Team 3058 Livewire and Team 19439 Disconnect. On our Blue Alliance, we have Team 13727 Juntos Unidos and Team 750 Gears in Motion. Looks like we are ready for randomization, and we are zone 3 for this match. Looks like we're ready to go in 3, 2, 1. All robots are at a standstill right now.
Robots go. Yes,
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Looks like all robots are now moving with 19439 going off at a head start to drop off their cone into the high pole. Team 750 Gears in Motion also drops their cone but into a low pole. It looks like Team 13727 Juntos Unidos is going for another cone, trying to pick it up. And it looks like Team 750 Gears in Motion is trying to drop their cone into the low pole. Team 19439 drops another cone into the medium pole, while it looks like Team 13727 is dropping their Blue Alliance cone into the top pole. It gets a little stuck, but it makes it all the way through. Team 750 drops their pole into the top pole, while Team 19439 drops their cone on top of the dropped cone that Team 750 dropped. It looks like Team 3058 might have some issues with their robot, but it looks like they're still on the move. Team 750 looks like they're trying to drop their cone and make it on top of the Red Alliance's cone. That's the start of Endgame. As Team 19439 drops their cone into the low pole, as well as the terminal. It looks like they might be going for a circuit, actually, because they're very close to a circuit right now. There's 8 seconds left, and I think that's a successful circuit. No.
All right, looks like we're ready to announce the final scores from Q10. And it looks like Red Alliance wins with a score of 108. Good job to all teams. And moving right along to qualification round number 12, in the Red Alliance, we have Team 12,000 Professional Bodgers from Hillsborough High School. In Red 2, we have 4097 the Packbots from Tigard High School. And in the Blue Alliance, we have 8610 Tobertech from Lake Oswego. And in the Blue Alliance 2, we have 1155-6 Valley Catholic Robotics from Valley Catholic High School.
Initialize, ready to go. Controllers.
All right, looks like we're ready for randomization. And it looks like it's in zone 2. Wait. What? Sorry. Oh, okay. All right, it looks like we're ready for autonomous. Autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, starting off strong, looks like we have 8610 going for a low pull in which they succeed. And it looks like 4097 is going for the parking points. Looks like we also have team 12,000 going for the parking as 8610 continues strong with a low pull. And they also go for a high pull, but they unfortunately miss. Looks like they go for another cone, however, going for a different high pull on which they also miss, which is rather unfortunate, and they successfully park.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, starting right off the bat, we have motion from all robots, starting with Team 12,000 going strong, attempting to make their way over to the ground junction, placing a cone on the ground junction. And while we have 8610 going for a high pull in which they succeed, it looks like Team 4097 has successfully scored a cone in the Red Alliance's parking terminal, while we have Team 12,000 attempting to score another ground junction with a very interesting intake. It looks like we have Team 11556 getting a cone from their parking terminal onto what appears to be a ground junction, but they unfortunately miss as 8610 goes for another high pull. Looks like we have team 12,000 continuing strong with bringing their cone over to ground junctions, while team 4097 continues to push them into their parking terminals. Looks like we have team 11556 continuing with bringing their cones over to the high pole, as 8610 also brings a cone to their medium pole. Looks like 4097 is really stacking up in their cones in their parking terminal, even some of them piling on top of each other. Quite a party in there. 8610 secures another low pole for the Blue Alliance as team 11556 goes for another high pole. And that is the sound of Endgame as Team 12,000 is looking around for a ground junction to put their cone in. And looks like Team 8610 has placed their beacon for the Blue Alliance. Looks like 4097 is continuing strong, ramming cones into their parking terminal. And it looks like 4097 has successfully parked. Team 12,000 tries to go for that one last ground junction, but they unfortunately miss. And it looks like Blue Alliance has parked as well as one team from Red Alliance has parked. Good job to all teams.
Looks like we have the scores for qualification 11. And Red Alliance wins with a score of 71 points. Congratulations, teams. Okay. Oh, never mind. For our Red Alliance 4 qualification 13, we have Team 750 Gears in Motion and Team 19439 Disconnect. On our Blue Alliance, we have Team 3965 Twisted Metal and Team 18119 Mostly Operational. I think it's Are we on time?
3 o'clock. We are actually going good.
Yeah. Looks like we are ready for randomization. And we are in zone 2 for this round.
That's the best.
Looks like we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Looks like Team 18109 is going to drop their first cone off into the high pole and makes it. Congratulations. And they successfully are. It looks like they're going for the park.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All robots are on the move as Team 19439 drops their first cone on top of the high pole and is going for another cone really quick at the another high pole. Team 750 Gears in Motion are grabbing their first cone but are unsuccessful, and Team 18109 looks like they're dropping their cone onto the high pole. Looks like Team 3985 might have some connectivity issues, with Team 750 going for their cone. Team 19439 is going for another cone to drop onto the pole, but it looks like their area to drop off cones might be a little messy, making it hard to find cones. Team 18119 drops another cone onto the top pole. 19439 looks like they're gonna drop their cone onto a low junction. Maybe they're going for a circuit. While Team 18109 drops another cone into the far blue Alliance terminal. That's the start of Endgame as Team 19439 drops a cone on top of that very popular high goal, and 18109 very nearly missed their blue cone. No teams have beacon. Looks like Team 19439 actually got too many cones, while Team 18109 drops their beacon onto that high pole.
Right, it looks like we have these scores. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. All right. Looks like we have the scores for Q12. And it looks like the Blue Alliance wins with a score of 140. Good job to all teams.
Hello, everyone. So, in a few minutes, match number 14 is going to start, and after that, we have the last match 15. So, I just wanted to very quickly again give a round of applause to our awesome MCs, Monica from RevAmped and Lila from TurboTech. Thank you. They have been keeping things engaged and going. So, thank you. All right. So, very quick logistic stuff. So, once we are done with match number 15, we will be done for the day. And we have actually progressed pretty good. I really like it. We did make good progress. So, let's keep going this way even for the next league meet. Um, as we wrap up, please do remember to clean out your areas and at the same time help us clean the venue so that we can actually put things back in shape for the school to start be back on Monday and get things going over there, right? And uh, remember to take all your stuff. If there's any lost and found, we'll hold on to it, but we would rather prefer you take them instead of leaving them around here. All right. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, and with that, we're going to go ahead and list the names for Q14. Starting off in red 1, we have Team 13727 Juntos Unidos from Hillsborough High School. In red 2, we have Team 12,000 Professional Bodgers from Hillsborough High School. In Blue Alliance, we have 12808 Revamped Robotics from the Portland community. And in Blue Alliance, we have 4097 the Packbots from Tigard High School.
Can you ask your question one more time?
Looks like Team 12808 is posing a question for the judges, which will hopefully be cleared up.
Once driver control starts, yeah, can reorient the robot. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can change programs.
Alrighty, and it looks like the question has been resolved. Looks like we have a little bit of early movement from Team 4097. All right, looks like we're ready to randomize. And And it looks like it's in zone 1. Looks like we might be having a little bit of connectivity issues from the pack bots. All right, it looks like unfortunately the pack bots have their application has just crashed, so we are going to boot that back up. In the meantime, I'm going to look up some pretty awesome robot jokes and feel free to participate. All right. First robot joke of the evening. How do doggy robots... Wait. Never mind. This one doesn't have correct grammar. I'm skipping that one. Okay. This one good? Yeah? I found that one. Oh, you found that one? Okay. All right. We found a better one. Which band do robots love to listen to? Any guesses? Yeah, you got it. It is Metallica. Yeah. All right. um. All right. It looks like we are ready to randomize after just one very hilarious robot joke, and it looks like we are in zone 2. Alrighty, and it looks like we are ready for autonomous in 3, 2, 1. All right, starting off strong, we have Team 4097 going and moving into the parking terminal, while we have 12808 attempting to score a cone, but they unfortunately miss. It looks like 12808 is continuing to pick up cones, but unfortunately not quite moving far over to enough to score on the high terminal. And it looks like Team 12,000 has parked. Valiant effort from Team 12808.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, looks like right away we have movement from all teams as we have Team 12,000 going for a ground junction, while Team 12808 knocking around a few poles, but eventually making it over to the middle ground junction. It looks like we have Team 13727 with an absolute tank of a robot picking up a red cone for the Red Alliance and moving it over to what appears to be a high pole. It looks like we have Team 12808 scoring a high pole, while Team 13727 is slowly but surely, unfortunately, missing their high pole. It looks like we have Team 12,000 making their way over to another ground junction and successfully placing it down, while we have Team 4097 continuing to pile up cones in their parking terminal, while 12808 slowly but surely makes their way around to score another high pole. Looks like we have Team 13727 pushing their cone out a little bit and attempting to grab it, but unfortunately missing, while Team 12808 making their way over to a low pole and successfully scoring. Team 12,000 has just put a cone in the Red Alliance parking terminal, while Team 12808 is continuing strong. What appears to be attempting to make a circuit, securing a cone on the medium pole. It looks like we have a little bit of a spillage of lots of red cones. And it can't really be picked up by anybody, but, you can try. It looks like we have Team 12808 securing, once again, a high pull for the Blue Alliance, as Team 13727 has a little bit of a tussle with the ground junction, unfortunately dropping their cone. And it looks like the Red Alliance beacon is into play, attempted to be picked up by Team 13727, and they succeed, making their way over to try to capture the high pull from the Blue Alliance. Will they succeed? Unfortunately, they will not. And it looks like at least one robot in both alliances have parked. Good job to all teams.
Looks like we have the scores for qualification 13. And Red Alliance wins with a score of 71 points, which is a very close call to Blue Alliance's 65. Oh, it's okay. For qualification 15 out of 15, our last match on our Red Alliance, we have Team 11556 Valley Catholic Robotics and Team 18108 High Voltage. On our Blue Alliance, we have Team 8610 Tobertech and Team 3058 Live Wire. Looks like we are ready for randomization, and we have zone 3 for this game. Looks like we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Team 8610 successfully delivers their first cone onto the low junction, while Team 18108 delivers their first cone onto the medium junction. It looks like Team 8610 is delivering their cone and just barely make it onto that top junction. Looks like those two signal cones were in their way, but it looks like they're successful in their second junction, while Team 18108 makes a cone into
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
another medium junction.
3, 2, 1.
Team 8610 is off and ready to score onto that high junction, but we're unsuccessful, unfortunately. Team 18108 scores their cone onto that high junction, while Team 11556 Valley Catholic Robotics is going for that low junction. A cone is in the Red Alliance terminal and both sides of the Blue Alliance. Looks like they might be going for a circuit, while Team 18108 reach for a cone on top of a low junction near Blue Alliance territory. Maybe there's some competition going on, or maybe it's just building a circuit. Looks like Red Alliance is 1 cone away from circuit if uninterrupted, while 8610 drops a cone onto the low junction. Team 18108 scores a red cone on top of that low junction, while team 11556 looks like they want to go for another cone. There's 38 more seconds in the game, which means endgame is approaching. While 8610, whoa! Valley Catholic Robotics unfortunately tips over. While team 18108 looks like they're gonna have to beacon. Let's see where they beacon. On top of where Tobertech 8610 just scored. Looks like Tobertech scores another cone into the medium junction, while team 18108 has too many cones in their butt. Congratulations, team, for the last game. That was a very exciting game. Looks like we have the scores for qualification 14. And Blue Alliance wins with a score of 134 points, while Red Alliance scores 42.